This is my all-new Apple Watch Series 11. I've had the larger 46mm in black before, but this time I went with an aluminum 42mm in silver paired with the Nike Sport Textile Loop in veiled grey. I've been rocking the Series 7 for a while now, and honestly, I wasn't sure if the jump would feel worth it. Spoiler alert, it surprised me. So today I want to give you my full breakdown, what this thing looks like, what's actually new, and most importantly, whether you should buy it. Stick around because if you're still holding on to an older Apple Watch, this might finally be the upgrade that makes sense. Let's start with the looks. Depending on which watch you're upgrading from, the design might feel super refreshing or simply the same. For example, there isn't much difference in terms of look or feel coming from Apple Watch Series 10. But if you're coming from Apple Watch Series 7 or older, there's a lot to like about. The display is better and brighter. Bezels are super slim, feels lighter on the wrist, always on display is a huge plus, and a lot more. The aluminum silver finish feels more polished, a little sleeker than before. And paired with this Nike Sport Textile Loop in veiled grey, honestly, it feels premium while still being super lightweight. I've had issues with the rubber sports band where it was either too tight to be comfortable or too loose to have good sensor contact. This textile band is adjustable to the exact point, it's breathable, and kind of blends into every outfit I wear. The 42mm size is also perfect for me. I wanted a bigger display before, but this size is just right. It's big enough to see everything without squinting, but not overwhelming on the wrist. And here's the kicker. The Series 11 is considerably thinner than Series 7 or older. You might not notice it immediately, but the moment you wear it overnight for sleep tracking, that slim profile really matters. Less bulk, less pressure on the wrist. It feels very natural. Now, let's talk about what actually makes this watch different. There's two angles to it. First, the hardware angle, and second, the software angle through watchOS 26. In terms of hardware, again, the difference could be against which watch you're coming from. Again, Series 10, the Series 11 offers the same processor, same display, same dimensions. The difference is a slightly better battery life, 5G capability, and better scratch-resistant display. Me personally, coming from Series 7, has a much larger display in a small form factor, significant jump in battery life, much snappier processor, and always on display. My biggest perks are the better battery life and always on display. The battery is now truly all day, meaning I can wear it for over 24 hours, including to my sleep, and yet will fast charge back for a full day use when I remove it for my shower or for a short time. The always-on display helps me glance my step count, my rings, and battery percentage so easily. These are huge quality of wear improvements for me. Okay, before we move on, a quick thanks to Brilliant for sponsoring this part of the video. Brilliant.org is an online learning platform that teaches math, science, and computer science in a very interactive way. Instead of just reading or watching videos, you solve problems step by step like puzzles and learn by doing. Last month, I told you I started diving into coding and AI basics with Brilliant. Well, this month, I push myself into something I've always wanted to understand better, data and logic. The way Brilliant breaks it down is honestly refreshing. For example, I tried their logic and probability courses, and it felt less like homework and more like solving little mysteries on my phone. Each step builds on the last, so you're never stuck or overwhelmed. And the phone app is also so intuitive and easy to use. I can be anywhere and still make progress on my courses each day. What I also love is that I can sneak in a quick lesson during coffee breaks or even at night before bed. And because it tracks your progress, I feel like I'm actually leveling up week after week, which for me is super motivating. If you want to try it out too, head to Brilliant using my link in the description. You can start using it for free, and there's also 20% off the annual premium plan if you plan to upgrade. Honestly, it's been such a better use of downtime than just scrolling social media. Alright, let's jump back to our video. In terms of software, in the watchOS 26, Apple's big focus this year is health. Keep in mind, these features are coming to Apple Watch Series 10 and 9 as well. This isn't a watchOS 26 feature, but this was introduced in watchOS 11. But since I'm upgrading from Series 7, this is something new that I'm getting. The watch, when worn to sleep, will detect symptoms of sleep apnea and notify me in my health app. Sleep apnea can go undetected for years, and I'm glad my upgrade to Series 11 is bringing this feature for me. If you're on Apple Watch Series 9 or later, you should have this feature already. Just make sure to enable it in Health app settings. Okay, this one is even more interesting. High blood pressure is one of those silent conditions you don't feel until it's a problem. The Series 11 and watchOS 26 uses advanced sensors to detect trends and gives you alerts if it notices symptoms of hypertension. Keep in mind, this is not a real-time measurement or alert. It will analyze using machine learning over a month of heart rate patterns and determine if you have a chance of hypertension. I'll take it since this is such an important one. Also, Apple Watch Series 10 and 9 also get hypertension notifications through watchOS 26. Apple could have kept this as a Series 11 exclusive, but I'm happy Apple didn't do that. For years, I've been complaining that the sleep data and trends on Apple Health app are not useful, and it should take cues from Whoop or Bevel to help interpret the data easily for users. Apple has finally caught up here. Apple has introduced a simplified sleep score, which will give you a score out of 100 on how good your last night's sleep was. It's a good first step, but it's not perfect. It only takes the duration, bedtime, and interpretations into account. It doesn't take my sleep stages or my heart rate into account. So it's possible that I could still get a score of 100 if I went to bed on time and slept for 8 hours, but I feel completely unfresh the next day. I hope Apple updates the score algorithm. I'll continue to use the third-party apps like Athletic and Bevel for measuring my sleep recovery until then. Oh, this is available to Apple Watch Series 10 and 9 users through watchOS 26 as well. I was skeptical at first that this would be a gimmick or party trick, but I genuinely love the gesture controls. There is two. First is the wrist flick to dismiss notifications. There is some satisfaction to just flick away unwanted notifications, even though you know it's gonna go away in a few seconds, even if you don't do anything. But trust me, it's so satisfying. One new gesture for me coming from Series 7 is the double tap gesture. It's been there on the Series 9 and 10 before, but it's new for me and I love it. So easy to open notifications like messages, emails, OTPs, etc. I didn't think I would use it as much, but when I'm cooking, eating, or carrying stuff around the house, it's actually pretty handy and I love it. Outside of health, what is it actually like to use? First, the speed. Coming from Series 7, I noticed the difference instantly. Animations are snappier, apps open faster, and Siri feels more responsive. It's not night and day, but once you get used to the speed, going back feels painful. Second, the battery life. This is the biggest gain for me. Sleep tracking was almost impossible on my Series 7, but Series 11 can comfortably track my whole day, steps, activity, and then track my whole night's sleep and still have some juice left until mid next day. On top of that, it charges back to 80% in like 25-30 minute break, which sets my watch up for the whole of next day. This has made me use my watch a lot more than before. Third, the display. Series 7 was good enough, but Series 11 outdoor visibility is fantastic. Whether I'm walking in the sun or glancing at notifications in a bright room, it's crisp and clear. And remember that thinner build I mentioned earlier? It's not just looks, it's comfortable. Wearing this overnight for sleep tracking is way less intrusive compared to my Series 7. I would skip wearing the Series 7 to sleep because I didn't feel comfortable all night. But with this, it sits closer to my wrist and comfort is definitely a huge step up. So now the big question is, who should actually upgrade? If you're coming from a Series 7 or older like me, this is a super solid upgrade. You will feel the jump in speed, comfort, and you will get all the new health features. The thinner design alone feels worth it to wear it overnight. If you have a Series 8, you may want to wait unless you really need the new health tracking like sleep apnea detection or hypertension alerts. The jump isn't massive. If you are on Series 9 or 10, please don't upgrade and save your money. I do appreciate Apple for bringing all the health feature back to their older generations. If you're brand new to Apple Watch, the Series 11 is the perfect entry point. You're getting the most up-to-date design, the latest health features, and a watch that will be supported for years to come. No brainer. If you're a casual user who only checks notifications and tracks steps, you probably don't need this. A cheaper SE model could save you money and still cover the basics. SE is also a great value for money this year. And that's it for my review of Apple Watch Series 11. Let me know in the comments, are you planning to upgrade or are you holding on to your current watch for another year? If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more such content. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.